On today's episode of Media Alert Sandwich, we're talking about...
thumbnails and other things.
Well, thumbnails are on a lot of people's YouTube channels, including pet owners. There's something that I see a lot of pet owners doing that really irks me. And we're also talking about thumbnails on another website we're on, which is...
isn't that Pod Bros?
Pod Bros. Are we on that website?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we are.
I think we are.
Yeah. Welcome to Media Litter Sandwich. With me, it's William from...
AllAboutWilliam.com.
Mark Monster from...
CrazyMark.com.
And I'm Scotty Miley, better known as Toaden from Toaden.com, youtube.com/ToadenK. Of course, we're Media Litter Sandwich from MediaLitterSandwich.com. Today, okay, so this is a little bit of a rant for me. Thumbnails have been getting kind of... mostly YouTube thumbnails, not so much website thumbnails, though I do want to talk about those a little bit too. But thumbnails have been kind of bugging me, and I'm not sure how I can say this while still maintaining our, it seems kind of like a morbid topic, but it's something I've seen many channels do. There's a lot of pet channels that do this.
Yeah. Shoot Toaden, what is it?
Okay, so a lot of pet channels, it's been around for a while, and pets pass away. It happens.
Yeah.
YouTube's been around for 10 years, and some of these pet channels been around, 6-7 years, and unfortunately, short life expectancies means, pets pass away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
And their branding, their main photos, they will, obviously they get a new pet because some people, a lot of people now base their whole channel on their pets.
Yeah.
And they just lost their star, so they replaced the star. Of course, part of their family. I'm sure they have tons of feelings, but then they changed their background. Because obviously they have to put their new pet in it. They leave their old one in there, and it has a halo, and sometimes they have wings on it. A lot of times these banners and logos are animated or drawn. Once again, this isn't one person. I've noticed this from countless people.
Oh, yeah. Many do that.
I'm subscribed to at least 3 channels that have that.
Right. One channel I'm subscribed to that did that, they were never really known for their pets. Yeah, they had pets, but once they started getting popular, then it just became all about their pets. And that's about the time I stopped watching, just because that's not my thing. No big deal. Just that's not my thme.
Hey, people love their animals. That's just how it is.
Right. Well, they brought their animals more into it because people were subscribing because they're animals. Me, I like to keep it things that keep me interested, and that just happens not to be something I'm interested in. No big deal.
But considering that
they're
dogs
selling
and
T-shirts and all of their branding with animals with halos on them. Yeah. It feels kind of...
Go ahead. What?
Feels a little off to me. It does feel a little bit morbid to me.
Okay, well, Toaden, that all goes without saying. How many pets have you had in your life? How many animals?
I don't know how many pets.
Okay,
I've had.
It doesn't come to mind.
Mostly family pets.
Yeah,
I've never, family pets.
Family pets, that's good. So a lot of people say that, okay, if you're not really an animal person or have had an animal in your life, more or less, I just have to go say that 63% of the American household has a pet one time or another, and it's more than just a pet; it's a member of the family. They go everywhere with them. They provide relief for high blood pressure. They're also rescue animals. If
a member of my family, unfortunately passed away, let's say William, I don't want anything bad to happen to William, but let's say William passes away. I'm not going to change our logos. With
me with a halo? You're not
yeah, with
do
an
that,
animated version of William with a halo on him. It seems weird. It seems weird.
Well, hey, they have a cow with a halo for Halo Burger.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Man.
Well,
we're not gonna have him still be a part of us.
Oh, come on. We'll have him floating overhead.
Oh yeah, we just animate to every episode because that's not creepy at all.
No, not at all.
The wonder of After Effects. No, it's not creepy. It's an homage to William.
Now, I could see an homage. I could see having a T-shirt with
bingo.
it. I do not see it being a permanent fixture.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe 1 or 2 videos after, but not like everything.
Oh, come on,
forever. Yeah.
Joan Rivers, she used to have her pet as her logo all the time. It was based upon her pet.
And when her pet died,
of course,
when her pet died, did she include her new pet as her logo next to her old pet with a halo over it?
There were no halos. Well, we'd have to look back. Go look back at that.
It just happened she kept the same logo. And that pet was not part of her brand, meaning she didn't have to keep that pet with her in everything she did. I don't ever remember her carrying around whatever it was, dog, cat, bird, octopus. I don't remember her carrying any of those things around when she did those fashion shows.
But at the end of her shows, there was always a logo that would pop up. That was a logo that would pop up. Oh, but anyway, yeah. Over 63% of American households have a pet. And when people use those logos, true, they could become cliched. And they could become, very stereotypical.
Any logo can be cliche.
But by the same token, for that community, it's a community. It's a family. So when a pet passes, a cat, a dog, a horse, there's feelings for that, and it's an emotion that's felt throughout the community. It's a sympathy back and forth.
Right, but why would you keep that forever? Why would that be your forever? Well, excuse me, your forever logo until until you get a new pet, and then they include that pet, because that's now their brand. A lot of people do that. Their livelihood is based on their pets, so they want to keep them on everything. So every time one of their, pets unfortunately passes away, they leave that pet on there. They give it a halo, and then they have a new pet added to it. And it's one thing if it's just a picture on Facebook or if it's just a memorial thing for a couple weeks. It's another thing that's their permanent branding.
And that's what they choose.
Some of them actually have animated intros with these pets in it. So if you're a brand new viewer, this is your intro. Your intro to their lives, to their brand, is watching dead animals.
You know what? You're saying a dead animal.
And we're not talking about live footage. We're talking animated footage of their dead animal. Does that mean I have to go back and watch from the beginning? Or does that mean I'm supposed to feel bad when I look at an old one?
Now, Toad, wait a minute here. See, the thing is that at the beginning of any good website, there's your choice. You can watch that animation again, or you can skip. Okay.
Not on a YouTube video, because that's part of the. When you watch a TV show, do you always skip the intros? If they're even only 5 seconds long, do you skip the intro?
Yeah, I can skip an intro.
I don't.
If you have the time and if you're able to time it, you can skip any intro.
So when you watch watch Media Layer Sandwich, do you skip our little intro?
No, because it's a brand new thing every time. It's variety. Okay,
but you just said you skip the intros.
Yeah, I skip the intros of things that are the same over and over and over and over again. I'm not going to sit there and watch Doogie Howser intro over and over and over again.
I do agree to a point. I think on YouTube videos, anything more than a 5-second intro is too long. But that's kind of also.
But back to the pets, okay? That's within a community that understands each other about their missing family members. It's more than a pet.
You're right.
Understand it's more than just an animal, an adjective.
But what does that have to do with company branding? What does that have to do with?
That is their choice.
Do you, when you introduce yourselves, because to me, YouTube and social media is all about relatability. When you introduce yourself to someone new, when it's all about your pets, yes, you do. I know people really do like, oh, you're into dogs? Here's my dog. You're into cats? Here's my cats. You're into chickens? Here's my chickens.
Okay.
And I say that knowing that I have friends that are really into their chickens.
Okay, to put it to you straight
However,
there,
when you meet someone new in that community, you don't pull out pictures of, here's my
Toaden,
here's my whatever pet,
No.
and here's my dead pets.
Okay, here you go, dad.
5
You're using
years
that
ago.
4-letter word, dad, again. When a pet moves on, it's not dad. Dude, I have seen, okay, a lot of you pet owners out there, and you'll understand when I say this, I'm sure this has happened to you. You have seen that other member, I'll call it the other member of your family, quote unquote a pet for those 37% out there who don't share the niche ideal for pets. They have seen this spirit come back to them, okay? Because nothing really ever dies.
But you
It is energy.
don't take a picture of it and put it on the front of your business. If I had a brick and mortar store,
Okay, let me explain to you. Okay, brick and mortar store. Okay, here, let me explain to you.
We're not going to put William's unfortunate picture of
No.
William's face
Okay,
on the building.
Okay,
it
here
looks
we
like
go.
we're lynching him. It's not cool.
Oh, if you're going to put a picture of him being lynched on the building,
No.
that's another story. But if you put a very, let's say, a very
right.
distinguished photo of him looking very, like I am conquering the universe, that's cool. It's just like the pets out there, the animals, their family members. If they have a very, very distinguished, very honorable looking photo or image of their four-legged friend, their family member, that's fantastic. And wow, I'm all thumbs up about that. Animate that character. Let it live forever, just like Charlie McCarthy.
Mark,
or whatever.
I'm hearing a voice.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. Let's just never mind those two arguments. Now let's just assume that you were popular for your hamsters, which only live
Hamsters?
two or 3 years.
Okay.
So
number,
after a while, all those animated pets are going to start taking up a lot of time on your intros. You're going to want to cut them
But
short.
if he's really popular, though, he has that money to pay. If your hamsters are paying all your bills through the YouTube, like if you are, if you're one of the lucky YouTubers that are able to make a living off of the videos of your pets.
See, now there again,
You said before, you said something interesting. You said the pet owner thing is no longer a niche or niche, however you want to pronounce it, because over 60% of people are into it.
Yes.
That's why cat videos are what they are. That's why dog videos
That's why the
are what
internet
they
exists.
are.
Cat videos and something else.
Yeah, and that's why panda videos are what they are. Everyone's into animals.
Yeah.
For entertainment purposes. So
And
so
seeing-
people do make livings off it. It just feels really, to me, morbid in a way to see that permanent memoriam always there. Like, I legitimately felt sad watching these things. I don't want to feel sad when I'm watching a new episode that's about watching cute cats mess around with each other, but first I have to see a former cat that I watched for years that I felt an attachment to because it's relatable. I don't want to have to see that cat memorialized that way before I watch a new cat do something stupid to make me laugh.
See, now here's the scoop once again.
I might not laugh anymore.
Okay, now here's the scoop once again. Are you depicting that animal, that friend, that member of the family whom has passed away? Are you
who's been in my home
have you
for like 1 day to 3 days a week?
Wait a minute.
Me watching them
you-
on video and getting to know that pet and that family.
Here's the thing.
Which it feels like which of the videos do what they're supposed to do. It feels you
Okay, but
feel
here's the thing,
emotional.
Toad.
You feel
Here's the thing.
relatable.
Whoa. Here's the thing, Toad. Are you depicting that animal honorably, or are you using it as a sympathy pool to get more money in? Now, if you're using
I'm
this as
not
a
using
well,
it at all.
sympathy, that's where also too I would start to say, okay, enough of the crying, let's move on. That's then we start to have issues. More or less depicting that member of the family, that pet, that animal, honorably, that's good, and an honorable status. But when you start to use it as a pool for sympathy and for money, then that's when people are going to start drawing the line and walking away. They're going to start seeing through that kind of thing.
I think he's seeing my point.
Exactly.
But that's the thing, though. I don't see any problem if someone wants to take that member of their family and use it in their logo permanently. Please, let's keep it happy. Let's keep it honorable. Let's not try to save the animal somewhere. An animal is crying because of monsters attacking it. Enough of that. It's a thing about honor. It's about respect. It's about dignity and more or less showing that pet, that animal, in a dignified manner. Nobody's gonna put a picture of a dead animal up there and go, oh, like cat's been run over. That's
But-
I mean, but that's the thing. If you're posting, gruesome images on the web,
Well,
with
we're not talking about gruesome
there you go.
images, but
Good, we got that covered then.
We're
Yeah.
talking about thumbnails where people put
Yeah.
their pets with a halo over it.
yeah,
that's
usually
cool.
animated. Usually
usually-
animated,
That's
which
cool.
does feel a whole lot better than taking an old picture.
And putting a halo over it.
Right, we're talking about animated pictures.
See, that's cool.
Which
That's cool.
does feel a lot better than a live action, than a real picture. Just to me, it feels wrong. It feels like, okay, that's Memorial. It's okay to do that for a period of time, and then you move on.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
you gotta take that sad piano
Everyone's just a
music
vlog.
out of there.
If you feel like talking about it, you're more than welcome to talk about it. It's your video. It's
Yeah.
your vlog. I mean, underneath the with that logic, they can do whatever they want for how long they want. To me, I just feel like you're going to lose audience, and some of these brands have lost me part of the audience because of it.
Yeah.
I've seen
a couple of them lose. They had a dog that was really popular or
Yeah.
something, and lose like a good chunk of their audience when they started putting an animated version of the dog that had passed with a halo.
I've seen the same thing with both dogs and cat. I mean, this is not something that's isolated. This is something we've seen with dogs, cats, frogs, fish.
I've seen it with hamsters. That's why I used that as an example
And
earlier.
that's when
Yeah.
it becomes a cliche.
Even
when
years
everyone else is doing
later,
it.
like several years after the passing away, they're still using these images, and you could see people in the comments still saying "R.I.P." Pet that passed away 4 or 5 years ago,
Yep.
because they're reminded of it all the. I'm not, the fact that people feel emotion for your family, that's a good thing. However, is that the way you want people to always? Every time you want someone to look at you, do you want them to feel sad?
See, that's the thing.
A loss that you suffered, whether it be a cat or an accident or whatever. You want people want to be looked at as humans. They don't want one single trait to define them. I hope people don't want one single trait to define them.
Dude, your hair.
Yeah. Notice I don't spike my hair like I used to. On most of the Meat Layer Sandwich episodes, I don't spike my hair. I was becoming very known for it, and frankly, I don't want to spend time on my hair every single time I show my face in public.
But
that should not be my only defining feature.
But again, back to the pet thing, the whole deal with showing the sad stuff. Again, I would say, cool, you got your time with it. Now let's change back up to some sort of happy intro.
Right.
Use your past pet. Use your friend who's passed away still. But, don't make it tug on everyone's heartstrings so much that it's like, oh,
well, I think they
sympathy,
try not to
Kickstarter
make
sympathy,
it tug on the
oh.
heartstrings. That's, by
Yeah.
making it animated.
They try to memorialize it, like you've been saying.
Yeah.
They should do. But like I said, with the one guy that's known for the hamsters, he actually became known because he would set up these complex habitat systems, and he just became known for his pets. And he had a good number of hamsters. After about, I want to say he's been doing it for 5 years now.
Yeah.
He's had a fair number of them pass away, and he was putting
But dude,
animated
there's a
images of them with
big
halos, and
following
it started
for
getting too
hamsters
much.
as well. There's a huge following for hamsters
Yeah.
as well. But then again, back
That's
to
a
the
great example.
Yeah.
But back to the whole Halo thing, it's cool if you want to do it. But just to let you know, it'll get to a point to where it becomes cliched.
Yeah, hand me that spider.
Cliched or crowded, even at that, because I think that's why he stopped. It was getting crowded.
Let's talk about a dear friend of ours. Let's talk about someone that we may have grown up with, related to a little bit, but never actually met in person. Let's talk about Hagrid from the Harry Potter series. Hagrid had a pet that got him thrown out of school, but still became very good friends with, that even spoke to him.
A giant
Spider. And he even knew the giant spiders, all the kids of the spider and everything. And when the spider died and when the spider passed away, even though in the second movie the spider tried to eat Ron and Harry,
Him and his kids tried to eat Ron and Harry.
Oh yeah, that's right. His kids. Yeah, in
Aragog.
Aragog, that's his name.
Yeah.
Oh, you Googled
I looked it up.
We knows the Googles. In the second movie, in the fifth movie, when Aragog passed away, it was very sad. But do we think of Aragog every time we think about Hagrid? Well, now you will. Which I'm sorry for that. Please comment. I know you've had opinions if you're watching this whole thing. Comment, rate, subscribe, share, tell us whatever. Tell us whatever's on your mind about this.
Yeah.
But you're not going to put Aragog on pictures with halos over it and R.I.P. and then I love you, Hagrid,
I don't know,
now
dude.
you will, but
I don't know,
I bet
dude.
you
The
we're going to get
halos
that one
and stuff,
comment, R.I.P. Aragog.
but there is a
might do
niche
that.
for tarantulas.
I know we're going to get the comment, I hate spiders.
I don't know. There's a big group of peeps who love tarantulas out there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's also a big group that will throw us across the room to get away from them.
Oh, this thing's been thrown across many a rooms because it came with me to a few of my old workplaces, especially around Halloween. And then I come in the next day, I'll leave it there and I come in the next day and it's like behind a door somewhere or it's just up against the wall. I'm like, what happened? Oh, so-and-so saw it, screamed, and threw it. Come here, Scooby-Doo.
And that's why it's not operative. Gonna love it.
R.I.P. Aragog.
There we go. Yes.
Well, I think we beat this story to death. I almost used that one. I almost used that one saying, but I'm not going to. Beating a dead horse.
Uh-oh, Mr.
R.I.P.
Ed.
R.I.P. Mr. Ed. Any final thoughts about this subject?
No, I think we beat it well to death.
All I can say is, pet owners out there, subscribe and leave comments.
We're gonna put this topic with a halo over it for the.
William, you're gonna have the halo
We need to do that.
and wings.
R.I.P. William. I'm hearing a voice. I think it's William's, but
I don't know. I hear tell I'm not in too many episodes.
R.I.P. William from
AllAboutWilliam.com.
Mark Monster from
CrazyMark.com.
And you will be able to find us at Flint Comics Con on September 2nd.
At Flint Farmers Market. They're in Flint.
And you will see Mark Monster in all his glory because he'll be running around hosting it, correct?
I'm just going to be pretty much getting all the cosplay and talking with peeps and that kind of thing. And hanging with Media Litter Sandwich. On and on and on. It's a fun time. It's a couple levels. We got, as a matter of fact, Media Litter Sandwich is going to be on the second floor of this open balcony area that's rather huge, and that's where they also have the cosplay contest.
Yes.
That starts promptly between 12 and 12:30. Get there before 12 o'clock so that you can take part in the costume contest.
This is how cool they've been to us. We actually requested that space. We're not one of the people that they're like, okay, we need you guys need a table somewhere, we'll throw you over here. We actually requested that space and we got it.
That's where we got to give the great big thanks to Flint Comics and Randy Zimmerman.
Mm-hmm. And we're all at a bunch of other different places. If you ever want to know where we're at, you can check our individual websites. If you want to know where we're at as Media Layer Sandwiches, on Media Layer Sandwich, but we all have our own separate schedules, so you can always go to our individual websites. CrazyMark.com, AllAboutWilliam.com, Toaden.com. You could find this podcast, of course, probably links on all the websites, and of course, MediaLayerSandwich.com. podbros.com. And if you want to see the video, if you're listening to us and you want to watch the video, because the video is always, it feels like a completely different show. We might be sitting here playing with spinners for the past half hour.
Yes. The wonders of fidgets.
You might have heard us spinning this episode.
Maybe. We'll find out.
Super thanks to Turtle Trinkets for all the spinners. They gave us a discount on that, and You can find all sorts of crazy and awesome spinners at on Facebook if you look up Turtle Trinkets. Although I don't think he actually sells them online, but you can always find him at almost every event we're at.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. Please comment, rate, subscribe if you like this, or if you hated this, share this. We really want to know people's thoughts. And I hope the algorithms are always in your favor.